Hello, passengers.
It's Milo's Midnight Menagerie, starring Milo the Monster, with Freddy the Fox, Davey Lovato and his cousin Pedro, the Whispering Tree, with special appearances by the Switchblade-wielding Jersey Raccoon and Brenda the Ferret. Parental discretion is advised. And now, your host, Milo the Monster!
Happy Halloween, passengers. This is the time of year where we come together and put our differences aside to enjoy women pushing the slutty envelope of costumes, all while us men become fatter and closer to diabetes as we eat all of the candy. It's such a family-friendly, heartwarming season indeed. Speaking of family-friendly, today we have the one and the only conductor of the Midnight Train podcast, John.
Hi, Milo. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great, except it's Jonathan. So,
No problem, John.
okay, thanks.
So how are you doing? You're doing good? What's new with the show?
We've got all kinds of things going on, man. We're all over the place, and we're just making moves and trying to creep people out one laugh at a time.
Are you making money?
No.
'Cause I haven't got a raise yet.
We'll work on it.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. And I made us some Halloween cookies.
Oh.
Here, have one.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Great. I love chocolate chip.
Hey, you're gonna love this one, John.
Yeah?
Yeah. So tell me about this ghost hunt coming up this weekend.
Oh, yeah. So this Saturday, we're actually going to be going down to the Fairfield Asylum in Lancaster, Ohio. And, we're doing a ghost hunt, and we're going to be, sending it out there and kind of live streaming it for all of our Patreon poopers, our Patreon subscribers. And it's kind of weird.
Yeah. I got their Toll House cookies. I made them.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It just kind of has a weird taste to it.
Let's make sure you eat the whole thing.
Okay. So yeah, it's going to be this Saturday, and if you want to watch it, if anyone out there wants to watch it, all they got to do is sign up to become a pooper, and when we give you your special Facebook code to actually join the Facebook page for the poopers, you'll be able to watch it. Able to watch it live, and it's going to be awesome. So if you guys want to check that out, if you want to sign up for it, patreon.com/the Midnight Train Podcast.
Yeah, this is. You heard it from the man. How's that cookie?
Pretty good. Is it hot?
No.
I feel like it's hot in here. No?
Do you feel different?
Yeah. I'm kind of...
Well, I have a confession.
Okay.
It is Halloween.
Uh-huh.
And trick or treat, I played a trick.
And what do you mean you played a trick?
You just ate an edible.
I ate a what?
An edible cookie. 50% THC. Enjoy the ride.
That was an edible. Oh, that's wonderful. Why would you do that to me, Milo?
Well, it's trick or treat season. And I didn't want to give you a treat, so I thought I'd trick you.
Okay, because I'm really starting to feel...
You okay there, John? Well, passengers, I think he devoured the whole cookie. John.
Yeah?
I don't know how to tell you this,
What the f***?
but you're a puppet now.
What the f*** you do to me?
That's that cookie. Trick.
Milo!
No treat. Trick.
Okay, one question.
Yes.
How long does this last?
I don't know. I've never done it before.
Yes, that is correct.
John, you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Actually,
I mean, I live my life like this. 24/7.
can I be honest?
Yes.
I kind of like this.
Your wife might like it too. Just saying.
Why? Because I'm a little horny?
Very nice. So let me ask you, what
Okay.
is your favorite Halloween movie?
I guess it would probably be A Nightmare Before Christmas? Is that a Halloween movie?
That's technically a Christmas movie. And it's not scary.
The weed got me f***ed up, man.
I guess so. But you know, it's funny you say that.
Why?
Because that happens to be the Whispering Tree's favorite movie as well.
Yeah?
Whispering Tree!
The Nightmare Before Christmas happens to be my favorite Halloween movie, too. Look, I'm a special pumpkin ghoul. This is my costume and it's precious. I happen to like all kinds of Halloween movies and candies and treats and tricks. That's all I have to say about that.
So, yeah, he scares the out of me.
Yeah, he's a little weird. As is everybody else on the show.
What is he?
He's like a tree with a mushroom, I guess.
A tree that ate a mushroom?
Seems like it. Alright, so moving forward. What is your favorite Halloween candy? And it's definitely not my cookies.
Actually, the cookies got me feeling good.
But if you had to choose out of all candies, what would be your favorite?
Probably a Reese cup.
That's a good call.
Just because, chocolate, peanut butter. I mean, it's awesome.
That is a good call. Well, speaking of candy, I know a particular Mexican who has a favorite candy as well.
Oh, yeah?
It is none other than Davey the Vato.
Sí, señor. Gracias, señor. A mi primo David de Vato le dieron un balazo en el culo la semana pasada. Estoy muy molesto, señor. Voy a buscar y voy a encontrar a los culpables. Cuando los encuentre, les voy a partir toda su madre, señor. Me los voy a violar por los ojos y no pienso parar hasta lograr mi venganza, señor. Lo digo en serio, como que me llamo Pedro López. Nadie se mete con mi primo David de Vato, señor. Van a ver estos cabrones, hijo de puta, de la chingada, con para nada, cagada, para maldito perro, hijo de puta. Les voy a parecer un delito en cajos. Y le voy a decir, señor.
Whoa, Pedro, easy, cabrón. It's me, your primo, your cousin, David Abato, coming to your life from Mexico. And guess what? I'm alive! Last week I got shot in my goes with the police. It was crazy. I ran away, but I felt something in my butt. I got shot in my butt. But don't worry, guys, I'm okay. And this week we have the Halloween special. And look at my costume. I am dressed as the most terrifying taco in the world, Taco Bell. And on that note, I got a really good Halloween story. It's a really scary story. Is everyone ready? This is the story of two little kids, Juan and Maria. One day, they were going to visit their grandmother, who for some reason lived in an old house in the middle of an old creepy forest. It was a beautiful sunny day, but the more they got deep into the forest, the sky started to turn darker and darker, and suddenly, a real bad storm unleashed upon them. It was raining so hard. They started running, trying to find shelter. They ran so fast. They didn't really pay attention to where they were going. Needless to say, they got lost. And suddenly, Maria saw this little wooden cabin that looked abandoned. It was some kind of a barn, and it smelled horrible. It was disturbing and dark. Very dark. They couldn't see a thing while inside the barn, except for those brief seconds with lightning struck and it put some light inside. After several lightnings, they managed to identify where the smell came from. It was dead animals all around the place. One, he was very curious and walked towards what seems a dead animal in the corner. He was standing right in front of it. A lightning came off and he saw that the dead animal was a goat. Yes, a goat. And it was covered in blood. It looked dry now. Like if something had sucked all the blood from the poor animal. Juan reached his hand to touch the dead animal while Maria was like, "No! Don't do that! That's gross!" Juan didn't care and touched the animal, just to realize that the blood on the animal was still fresh, like it had just died a minute ago. And then suddenly, they heard a loud screech sound, something like this. And they heard little steps moving too fast from side to side of the barn. And the steps sounded like claws scratching the floor. One managed to find a large wooden stick and lifted it in the air and screamed, "I'm not scared of you!" And just as he finished saying these words, a huge lightning went off and light inside of the barn, and there they saw it. It was a medieval-sized creature. It had dark hair, red glowing eyes, and many, many sharp fangs. And it made these loud screeching sounds. It was terrifying. In an attempt to protect Maria, Juan charged forward and tried to hit that thing with the wooden stick. But everything went dark, and all Maria could hear was Juan screaming. He was dying. While loud screeching sounds and growls filled the room, then everything went quiet. Maria had no clue what happened. Everything was very, very quiet. Then another lightning went off, and all Maria could see was Juan's dead body lying on the ground, and this horrible creature was sucking Juan's blood, biting his neck. Maria was in shock and didn't know what to do, so she ran as fast as she could. She got as far from the barn as she could and didn't look back at any time. She kept running and running until she got lost in the forest. After a couple of days, missing posters were found everywhere. Pictures of Maria and Juan on every corner. Days passed, months passed, then years passed. They were never found. Legend says that up to this day, people camping in the forest at night can hear on the distance little girl screams and screeching sounds.
Maybe that was useful, I guess.
It's nice to see Davey's doing well.
He's very dressed up. I don't know about his cousin Pedro though. Kind of weird.
Yeah, well, we're all a little weird.
I hope you like this scary story. And that's it for me for this week. But remember, I'll see you next week in What's Going On in Mexico with your amigo, David the Vato. Hasta luego, cabrón.
Well, anyways, passengers, we have a special treat for you. John is actually going to read us a scary story.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So you guys ready for this? Milo, are you ready?
You know what? Let me have a cookie.
That's a lot, dude. Holy shit.
All right, go.
Wow. Okay, so this is a great story, so buckle up, kiddies. Once there was an old woman who went out into the woods to dig up some roots to cook for dinner. She spotted something funny sticking out of the leaves and dug around until she uncovered a great big hairy toe.
A hairy toe?
You okay? You okay over there?
I don't know where I am.
Well, okay. So there was some good meat on that toe, which would make a really tasty dinner. So the old woman put it in her basket and took it home. When she got back to her cottage, the old woman boiled up a kettle full of hairy toe soup, which she ate for dinner that night. Sounds kind of gross if you ask me.
Why would you eat a hairy toe?
Right? It was the best meal she had eaten in weeks. The old woman went to bed that night with a full stomach and a big smile. Around midnight, a cold wind started blowing in the tops of the trees around the old woman's house. A large black cloud crept over the moon, and from the woods, a hollow voice rumbled, "Hairy toe, hairy toe, I want my hairy toe." Inside the house, the old woman stirred uneasily in her bed
and nervously pulled the covers up over her ears. From the woods, there came a stomp, stomp, stomping noise as the wind whistled and jerked at the treetops. In the clearing at the edge of the forest, a hollow voice said, "Hairy toe, I want my hairy toe." Inside the house, the old woman snapped awake. Her whole body shook with fright as she listened to the angry howling in her garden. Jumping out of bed, she ran to the door and barred it. Once the cottage was secure, she lay back and went to sleep. Suddenly, the front door of the cottage burst open with a bang, snapping the bar in two and sending it flying into the corners of the room. There came the stomp, stomp, stomping noise of a giant feet.
What's up, guys? This is my costumes and my girlfriend. I'm a Facebook prisoner because I cause death threats online, so I'm really scary. This is my girlfriend Brenda, but she's dressed like Kim Kardashian, as you can see. Hey Brenda, what's your favorite thing about Halloween?
Frederick, I like to go bobbing for apples, but we're out of apples.
Whoa, Brenda, this isn't Pornhub, it's YouTube's. Well, no episode of Milo's Midnight Menagerie would be complete without a song from Freddie.
Oh, Freddie. He's got a beef with Moody, right?
He does. But you know what? You're a singer by trade, aren't you?
Why, yeah.
Why don't you go sing with Freddie? You want to hear that, passengers?
Let's do it.
All right, let's check it out. I decided to take my costume off because it's super offensive and disgusting, and I didn't want people to throw up their candy from trick-or-treating. You know, sometimes I worry about Freddie. Like, he's just so fragile. I don't think he's gonna make it in the real world outside of the forest.
Is he on medication or anything? I mean,
I think
he seems to need medication.
he flushes it down the toilet.
Are we paying for that too?
Yes.
This is my song about Halloween, and it's really scary, but it's so cool. Check it out. We see cops and Kit Kat bars. Look both ways, watch out for cars. Fill your bag, tie your boot. Developments have the king-size loot.
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good
So
to
cool.
eat. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good
So
to
cool.
eat. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good
So
to
cool.
eat. Trick or treat, smell my feet. Hey Freddie, give me something good to eat.
So cool. If they give me dental floss, I'll take a in the middle of a yard. Spooky times and scary sounds. Ghosts and ghouls and devil hounds.
And when you're out on Halloween, make sure you're listening to the Midnight Train. And when the ghosts, they try to dupe ya, tell them to kiss you in the pooper.
So cool. I was obviously the best singer in that whole track, just so you know.
Hey, why don't you just hand over the lunchbox and nobody gets hurt, see? Don't make any sudden moves. Hey, what's in the bag? You got a sandwich? It's okay if you ain't got a lunch bag. I'll just take your lunch money, or I'll stab you to death.
I don't know about these skeleton sisters and these goddamn raccoons.
Yeah, it's not the skeleton sisters. Sisters. It's skeleton sisters.
I had a cookie.
Me too.
How about the raccoon, though? With the switchblade?
Scary as
I think we need, like, our own fighter. Who could fight the raccoon?
Freddie.
Well, Freddie, I just got my period, so we're good to go.
So cool.
That has got to be the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. What about you, John?
Yeah, I agree.
Amateur hour.
Yeah. What's wrong with that dude?
Well, passengers, I hope you enjoyed our Halloween special. And I'd like to take this moment to let John talk about the show.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, Milo.
Sorry about the cookie, by the way.
No, don't be.
It changed your life, didn't it?
I feel amazing.
You look amazing.
I do, don't I? Wonder if my wife's gonna be upset. So yeah, listen. Everyone out there, you should be going out and listening to the podcast everywhere that podcasts are played. Apple, Amazon, it doesn't matter. You can listen to it. Tell your friends about it. And make sure to subscribe to this channel. Right, Milo?
That's right. You'll get the notifications every time a new episode launches. And then you'll be the first to talk about it with your friends.
Right, and you will be the coolest person that anyone has ever met.
Maybe have a cookie, too, before you watch it.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, that's all we have for today. Tune in next week where we recap. Well, what is it we're going to recap?
Next week? Oh boy. We're talking about the exorcism of Roland Doe just in time for Halloween.
So tune into that. And remember, passengers.
Was that too much?
No, that was good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I like it.
You sure?
I think you should have this look all the time.
Okay.
Keep your eyes on the sky.